It's the United States Agency for International Development. Now, sometimes that development takes place in the form of aid. We help you with ARVs.
Yeah. John F. Kennedy.
But it doesn't, AID is not aid.
Now, I see Trevor Noah also, his foundation online. You'll see that one of the donors there is USAID.
Well.
Ooh, and Trevor's been quiet.
People have said that he's quiet.
Yeah, but
this is where Bush comes
he's
in.
a quiet guy. Like I feel like, we always remember the first time I came here, Penwell was asking me to speak for coloureds, and I said, fuck that. I feel like sometimes we put Trevor under undue pressure to be our shining star. He's not that oak.
I'll explain the Trevor thing. So PEPFAR, which is the United States President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, which falls under USAID. That one was George Bush in 2003.
Well, that's when AIDS became a thing.
Warras, you come from the US, you know the richest people on earth, you played tennis with one of them.
No, let me come in with the Trevor thing. I know Warras is trying to defend him. Warras, this is why we'll
same with him. I've got nothing personal against the guy. You understand? Sure. It's not that I'm trying to defend him, but like I know people that are very close to him. Sizwe is my good friend, and he's very good. He's not my bro. I don't even know the oak. I've met him on 2 or 3 occasions. Sizwe is close with that guy. Sure. You understand? And if you know Sizwe, you'll understand how him and Trevor are friends. Sizwe is a weird guy. He's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people think he's arrogant. Some people think he's an arsehole.
Sure.
But he's not. He's Sizwe. And when you get to know him, you realize
he's just different.
He's just different. And it might not be your different or Penwell's different or my different even. But he's my bra of 13, 14 years. I've known him since I started at Y. And Trevor, I feel like because he's Trevor Noah and he's the biggest star we've ever produced, there's this expectation that he should weigh in on stuff for us. He really doesn't have to. And I don't blame him. I mean, I fucking weigh in from time to time and I'm a mini star. And these fucking idiots that you have to deal with on here when you try to weigh in from a sensible, logical point of view will call you every fucking, you're a racist, you're me. You're a misogynist. You are fucking, what's the other one? What again? It's the one where you objectify women. Misogynist.
Misogynist.
Yeah, you're an idiot. What is your qualification? Are you a doctor? Are you a political what? No, I'm just a very intelligent person. I know I'm intelligent. I'm matriculated with fantastic results. I studied a hard thing. I did well in it, but I left because I wanted to leave because I was also a fuckbag. Do you understand? I'm not perfect, but I would like to have my opinion on my Twitter page about the fact that tweeting the land expropriation bill was a bad idea. Yo, son, let me live. If I want to say something about Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and I've got an opinion, let me operate. If you don't agree with it, that's also fine. But there's this whole thing where you have to deal with the online hate. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter's one of the worst.
It's not for everyone, eh?
Yeah.
People really, that shit really like hits them hard. I was having this chat with my girl the other day. She has this thing where the one we spoke about on the Penwell on the last podcast where I said I arrived with a serious white thing.
Black coffee or something,
Yeah. I sent it to Black Coffee. There was a page that was on TikTok and that thing went viral. People were sending it to me. Some dude at I think I told Penwell, some dude at the engine garage was like, Muwe. Black coffee. Bohama nomlungu serious. Yeah, him lawyer. And I was with her. I said, you see, nomlungu serious. And we're having this conversation to say, like, you really have to develop thick skin.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to be a public figure.
Yeah.
If you want to be somebody that is in the public eye and everywhere you go, people greet you and people, when you say anything, it blows up. Because you are you. Yeah. You have to have a thick skin and you really have to not give a fuck what people think about you. You understand what I'm saying?
That's tough, especially for your state of mind.
Very tough.
You might think you're fine, but you don't know when you'll crash.
And it takes a long time. Yeah. Me now, as you see me now, I don't give a fuck what people think about. I don't apologize for anything that I say. And And we came to the conclusion that sometimes maybe you need to apologize for the way that you say
100%.
things. I might be very crass and come off as misogynistic in the way that I speak about women sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I forget that we are talking to an audience of 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah. That's what's up. 200, make sure.
Yeah, bro.
200,000.
200,000.
Thank you.
No, I saw your celebration you put up for the other page.
Yeah, that's the other
Yes. In any case, I forget about that and I realize ukuthi ngihleli nomkhaya wami uPenwell yabo sikhule sonke. He understands because he knows where we come from. So when I'm speaking to him I can speak freely. But I also believe that the audience wants to see me speak as myself freely. I shouldn't have to censor myself in the way that I speak because khona babukeli.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm saying. You understand? Listen to the message. Don't be upset about the messenger and the way that the messenger is talking.
Yeah.
And I was saying to her that you need to, in order to access that level of freedom of thought, yo, son, is a hard one because they'll come at you.
It's the most expensive thing on earth, by the way.
And they'll say fucked up shit, man. They say fucked up shit and then I get
Elon
mad
Musk,
and I
Joe
reply
Rogan.
to these motherfuckers and I say, hey, yo, puss, fuck you. You understand? And people are like, geez, like my mom will send me screenshots and say, Auntie Gail sent me this. Take this down. And I'm like, no, Ma. You understand? Because she also knows that's how I am.
Yeah.
You understand? Is that like, I won't stand for it. And even if it's a bot on Twitter or whatever, someone is reading that thread and they must know that you must stand for the positions that you take, even if you lose your job on radio. You've got to do it.
Jeez, no, that's not good advice. It's good advice for you. And
It's
people
good
like
advice
you
for
that don't
me,
mind.
but honestly, and I'm not the biggest thing or the biggest thought leader, but that's what we need from our people. I can't have the entire lineup of 702 pushing the same narrative. That's actually nonsense.
They have the
have
same,
you
they have
read
the same employer.
Yeah,
with
but
the same
that's
agenda.
my point. Yeah, but then we're not going to fucking learn anything as a society.
That's why people watch
I
podcasts.
remember John Robbie, eh?
FM, Power FM, all of them.
No,
They're listening
dude.
to the same person.
One thing.
But you guys just said the power of media. It's
Yeah, but-
important that they keep the narrative. You can be angry, go set up a podcast and come with something alternative.
John Robbie, Olani Kwala.
Yeah.
Those guys, when they were on 702, they were not those oaks.
So
You understand?
they learned the lesson at 702 and they were like, no more of that.
No, but the current lineup, honestly, all of them just push the same thing and
They
it's
must.
really boring. Yeah, they must. I get it. But it's like, yo, okay.